Good morning. Much like the popular National Football League in the United States, cricket has become a religion and a symbol of nationalism for India. The Indian Premier League, otherwise known as IPL, is a major sports organization that hosts an annual prestigious competition for the best cricket players and teams in the region, spanning from India to the West Indies, Australia, Sri Lanka, and South Africa. While gaining a tremendous amount of success in a short period of time, the long-term sustainment and ethical competencies of IPL leadership has come into question in recent years. From the management level, ethical standards have been compromised across the board due to money laundering, tax evasion, game fixing, and unlawful involvement from officials within the Indian government. Team owners discreetly paid under-the-carpet bonuses to players and franchises to rig the outcomes of games. Such expenditures obviously went unreported when it came down to tracking finances and filing taxes. Perhaps the most prominent form of a lack of ethics and conflict of interest was that IPL was governed by multiple personnel that held high public offices in the Indian government. In one such instance, a sports bill regarding the investigation and accountability of IPL was proposed to the cabinet, but was quickly shot down by the majority. The influence that IPL had across Indian society speaks volumes about its rapid ability to shoot to prominence. As corruption and ethics overtook the organization, IPL saw its brand value plummet from 4.1 billion in 2009 to 2.9 billion in 2012. Because the management of IPL consisted of businessmen, actors, and politicians, formal organizational processes and a firm understanding of ethics and corporate social responsibility was not a main priority. Such unethical practices took away the integrity of the sport, but more importantly, the reputation and legitimacy of IPL as a global brand in the sporting industry. Personal interests and a culture that encouraged profitability over ethics are potential drivers behind unethical business. So how does IPL change its organizational global strategy going forward? Implementing a global strategy of ethics and corporate social responsibility begins with a complete turnover in management. This would help isolate potential areas for conflict of interest and dismissing those who have political ties. Creating a code of conduct and a firm disciplinary process that streamlines the attitudes and behaviors of the league from management down to the player levels will help establish a foundation for how business will be conducted. Creating an environment that fosters relationship building, accountability, and innovation will help preserve the long-term sustainment of the league. IPL has the opportunity to use cricket's immense popularity in India to its advantage. Community service and fan-friendly philanthropic events will help bridge the gap between the customer and IPL as a company in an effort to initiate corporate social responsibility. Regaining the trust of shareholders and the customer base will be a lengthy rebuilding process. But if IPL wants to remain relevant in the cricket industry, then it must address the lack of ethics that has recently plagued the organization. Thank you.